Alright, I want it to be known right now that this year's version of Mortal Kombat is really good. I don't want this to be an official review because I just got my copy and I want to make sure that I go through the ins and outs of everything. I had a couple hours of playtime when the game first came out, so I was able to experience a little bit of Mortal Kombat. I played the arcade version, basically a challenge tower. I beat that, and I played part of the story. I think I'm about halfway done with it so far. And I played a few online matches with my brother to kind of test out the way that the multiplayer works. So far, this is a ridiculously fun game. Now, what I can say about it is that movement is a little awkward. I wouldn't necessarily say awkward in a bad way, but it definitely feels different from Injustice and Mortal Kombat 9. Things feel a little bit more fluid, but at the same time, they feel a little bit more slow. Combat is a little weightier, I would say. That's a good way to put it. Moves feel a little bit more brutal every time that you do it. I mean, take a look at this. Just jam that fool's arms all the way into his own arms, then ripped his head in half, and then put out the cigar on his tongue. So yeah, moves are much more brutal this time around. So yeah, the game is much more brutal and X-ray moves are back. Take a look at this one in particular. Totally looks like it hurts a lot. Check it out. So along with X-ray moves, they have brutalities, which are back. Each person gets multiple brutalities and they are not easy to pull off, just to let you know that in advance. As far as the story goes, man, it's really cool. It's fun to watch. It's better than Injustice and better than MK9. It flows pretty well. There's a couple quick time events inside of it, as you can see right here. I mean, the game is a total amount of fun. I recommend it to everyone already. I think that this and Grand Theft Auto 5 are going to be filling up my playtime for quite a while. I don't really know what else to play. I mean, each one, they kind of serve their own needs, and that's what I'm looking for in a game. And each one is competitive, and this one more so because it's a one-on-one fighting game, of course. Well, there's also the online. I think I mentioned that I tested that out a little bit earlier. Had a couple issues with lag, maybe not necessarily the game server faults. I'll go more in depth with the challenge towers, the living towers, and with the factions, which that definitely plays a big role in this year's game. Factions are, you pick one of 5 different factions, and what it is that each time that you do anything in a game, whether it be any type of action such as fatalities, brutalities, winning matches, things like that, you gain points to add towards the faction. And basically each person in the world that owns this game is a part of a faction when they first come across, and well, it's a little bit more complicated than I'm giving it out to be, but you know, you should take a look at that. I'll go more in depth in it when I do my official review of the game. Now, you don't need to worry about characters because there are quite a few characters in this game. There are a couple extras that you can get through the combat pack. I'm getting it tomorrow. I was gonna get it today, but wasn't sure how I felt about DLC. I kinda don't know how I feel about DLC all the time, but whatever. The pre-order bonus was Goro and it was totally worth it, and I'll let you know how the rest of it holds up when I get a hold of it. Anyway, the next couple days I'll be giving this game a thorough playthrough, and I will let you know how much I enjoy this game afterwards. Anyway, take a look at my boy Goro finishing off his opponent. Anyway, Jackson Prime signing out. Enjoy.
Finish her!